Adelaide's Nintendo kid has beaten a couple of 100,000 Aussie opponents. Now he's in training to take on the rest of the world. See it all on 7 News tomorrow night at 6.
Computer game champ gets ready to take on the world. Away overseas, I'll look at the weather. We had another fine and mild day in the city. It was 24.2 at 10 to 2 this afternoon, after a low of 13.4 at 7:30 this morning. At the moment, it's 21 in the city. Although temperatures were generally below average, conditions throughout the state were fine. Warmest places were Cook, Giles and Nullarbor with 36. Coolest was Cape Northumberland with 18. The main feature on the synoptic chart is the high over Tasmania, and it's moving slowly eastwards. It means fine and mild conditions will be maintained over southern districts of the state, with the north and west becoming hot over the weekend. And tropical cyclone Sharon can still be seen off the west coast of the continent, with some high-level cloud extending eastward. Around the country tomorrow, showers clearing in Sydney, a late shower in Hobart, and fine or mainly fine elsewhere. Our state will be fine tomorrow. Temperatures will be mild in the south, but hot in the far north. We'll get light to moderate southeast to northeast winds and afternoon sea breezes. On metropolitan waters, locally easterly winds and an afternoon sea breeze of 10 to 15 knots, with seas up to 1 metre. High tides due just after 8 a.m. and low tide at about 5 to 2 in the afternoon. After a low of 12 tonight, it's going to range from mild to warm and sunny in the metropolitan area tomorrow, with a top of 25 beautiful degrees. And the rest of the weekend is looking just fine, with temperatures rising to a warm 27 on Sunday.
Terrific, Graeme. All you need is the earrings. An Adelaide computer game whiz kid is preparing for the biggest challenge of his life. Not content with his Australian crown, Benjamin Smith is about to take on the world in the highly competitive arena of Super Nintendo.
13-year-old Benjamin Smith is in training for the equivalent of the Computer Games Olympics. This techno-crazy teenager recently beat 200,000 computer junkies to become Australia's Super Nintendo champion.
It's good to talk about amongst my peers and everything and brag about a lot.
Super Nintendo is a home computer game system. Benjamin says he practices about 3 hours a day and much longer on weekends.
It gets you hooked. You just lose feeling of time.
Mother Lynn says Benjamin has always been interested in gadgets and at age 1 preferred a calculator to a rattle.
He used to sit in a pusher around the shopping malls with a calculator to keep him happy so I could shop in peace. So it worked.
Electronic toys are a way of life at the Smiths' Craigmore home. There's 5 big screen monitors and even 3-year-old Nicholas has a go. Benjamin will be competing at the International Championships in England next month and is quietly confident of his chances.
I reckon I'll do fine.
Kim Wheatley, 7 Nightly News.
Don't get any ideas, boys. My boys will be watching that.
Will they?
Be right into it.
3 hours a day, not allowed at your place?
No. Cut their fingers off.
I don't think my thumbs would be up to it.
I'm sure they will.
Good night.
Good night.